All right, guys, today is all about the opportunity chat. So this is week number 5 with our director bound call. So I'm super excited to have all of you guys. We are almost at the finish line. You guys, there's only one more week, and that's next week. And next week's topic is going to be all about the new consultant strong start. So if you have new consultants on your team, Pembrokeshire does have a new consultant strong start system that we are going to talk about if you choose to use that. So this week we're talking about week number 5, and it's all about the opportunity chat. So obviously the slide that's up, it says courtesy considerations, be in a quiet place, make sure you're muted if you have background noise. You can click the microphone to unmute, and then also if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But I will say the chat feature does not work when I'm showing my slides. So if you're chatting on the chat feature, I can't see it. I do have my phone right next to me, so if you want to text me if there's an emergency and the slides go away or something like that, go ahead and message me, okay? So here's how your screen should look when you're muted, the little red line. Obviously, that's, most of you know that by now. So obviously, you guys, my name's Christina, Advanced Director in Norfolk. I've been with Pembrokeshire for 8 wonderful years, and I have signed 153 new consultants to my personal team. I truly believe in the gift of this business, and you guys should too, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So before we talk about that, I want to talk about last week and all of your action steps. So if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, who out there created their story and practiced it from last week? Anybody want to share? No. Okay, good. So when you're at a party or if you're doing a virtual party, you know, the best part to share your story, my dog, I apologize. He must have something in his throat. He keeps, are you done? Calm yourself. Okay. I apologize. So when you're doing even a virtual party, you want to make sure that you take a few minutes to tell your story. So last week, if you missed it, go ahead, go back and watch it, create your story, create a little video and share it on your virtual party, share it on your page. You never know whose life it might change, whose heart it might tug on. You might relate with some of your customers and they might want to join your team. So you just never know. So you want to make sure you create that story and you want to practice it and share it with everyone you meet. Okay? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to last week. All the stuff is in there. Anybody change their message at their parties or share their stories any different that has like a story they want to share about that? Anybody out there do a party and they shared their story and they got a different result? All right, you guys are quiet today. Awesome, glad I'm talking. All right, also, anybody out there observe a strong recruiters party? Anybody go to another person's party? Okay, all right, you guys are awesome. All right, no, it's fine. I know you guys are on mute. Also, anybody out there offer the opportunity to everyone at checkout? Yes, April's shaking her head. Anybody do the 24-hour call from last week? Anybody call some guests that were at your party and offer the business that way? Okay. Anybody make 15 contacts since last week? 15 new contacts since last week outside of the party? Yes, Christy's shaking her head. Awesome. I can't see everybody on my screen because it only shows like 3 people. And then anyone listen to the Top Recruiters Tell All audio on Consultants Corner? Okay, well, all that information is there. And I will say these are action steps that you want to take to build your business, build your recruiting skills, and move your business forward. So you can always go back, revisit these things, and yeah, the last recap I do want to talk about, though, is planting the seeds. Anybody try that at their party during the beginning, the middle, and the end? Anybody do the planting of the seeds that we talked about last week? Christy, yeah, you're shaking your head. Awesome. Yay. Anybody try any of the new games we talked about last week? The ticket game, the envelopes, the Y-Bag, or the Stealing Hearts game? No? All right. Well, if you missed last week's call and you don't know what those games are, you want to go back and listen because we talked about them in detail, and they will change your recruiting at your parties. And there are ways to do those on virtual parties as well. So go check that out. Okay, so we talked about that. Oh, anybody offer the kit credit to a host? Yes, we're shaking our heads. Awesome. Okay, cool. So today is all about the opportunity chat. So this is after your party. Obviously, it could be at the party, which is what we're going to talk about, or after the party. But after you've done all your, you've shared all your recruiting seeds. Maybe you've played a game or something. Maybe you did a question game. You told them to ask you anything. I'm going to turn on my fan. Sorry, I'm a little warm. All right. So this is what is called the opportunity chat. So this is how you can go about talking to that new recruit. So how many of you would love to sign a new consultant right at the party? Raise your hand. Yes? Awesome. Okay, so what are some advantages to getting the guests to sign at the show? Anybody want to unmute and tell me? Well, I wrote them there as well. So, oh, go ahead, Christy. I see.
You said getting them to sign at the show, you can show them how many people are going to book.
Yes. Yes.
From their party.
Yeah. So if you have somebody that's super excited and wants to sign up, you could say, hey, everybody, if Sandy over here signs up, who wants to do one of her first parties? And she can see how much support she would have in the room. That's a great one, Christy. That's good. So they're normally, they're the most excited person. Obviously, getting the guests on board. It'll save a lot of time with the back and forth of, here's the link, here's my consultant number. Oh, did you do it last night? Oh, are you doing it today? All that. It saves you time if they do it right then and there. Okay, so how do you do it? You compliment them and you tell them why they should be on your team. A lot of people will, share all those recruiting ideas, all those seeds, play those games, but nobody closes the deal. And that's the thing that is so funny to me. Everybody shares all these great things about recruiting, but nobody closes the deal and just asks them, like, hey, why not do this? Let's do it right now. Let's make it happen, So here's an example of a compliment that you can share with somebody. Janelle, I'm so excited that you came tonight. And this is a checkout, okay? I'm so excited that you came tonight. You were such a fun guest. Not to mention, you rocked that card game. I am curious, did you hear anything tonight that excited you about the business? So just a simple question and giving them a compliment. You were so fun tonight. Answer all their objections with quick and direct answers, okay? So you don't want to go on and on and on about why they should join your team, but if somebody says, well, I would, but I'm just so busy, what could you say to that? Obviously, you had time to be here tonight.
The busiest people know the most people.
Yes, the busiest people know the most people. Absolutely. Don't allow your guests to make joining your team into a big deal, because it's really, honestly, it's not a huge deal. A lot of people sign up because they want to earn some extra income. They want to get out of their house and meet new people. They want all the products. Make it about what they are interested in. If you go on and on and on about, oh, you could earn trips. Oh, you could earn Tiffany's jewelry. You could earn all this stuff and go on and on about it. And, you're making it sound like they're going to sign their life away when they join your team. You don't want that. You have to keep it simple. Well, it sounds like you don't have any questions. So are you ready to sign up? That's something you could totally say. Let's make that happen. How can we make that happen right now? So keep it simple. So you want to be prepared for people to join at your party. So be prepared. Always ask the host if they have a separate desktop or laptop that someone would be able to use just in case you need it. You never want to hold up the checkout to set this up for someone. So a lot of times I go to my parties with my phone and my iPad. You could go to your party with your phone and your laptop, whatever you want, or ask the host. Everybody has a computer in their house. So just say, hey, could you have your computer up just to make sure I have a second, way to get people checked out. And then obviously if somebody wants to join the team, you could just log onto the website, your website, and they can join right there. So who do we want to chat with or interview? Anybody know? The answer is right there.
Everyone.
Everyone. Yes, Adrienne. Anyone that will agree to do it with you. So I will say that when this whole interview process came out, or the opportunity chat, the interview cards came out a few years ago. And when they first came out, I just posted on Facebook, hey, anybody want to get coffee this week? I'll treat you. And I have a new little thing I need to practice with my team. For my business. So anybody, can I treat somebody to coffee this week? And I would get people like, heck yeah, I want a free Starbucks. So they would come meet me and I would do this little opportunity chat or interview with them. And they would wind up joining my team. And they had no intentions when they came to that coffee. They just wanted free coffee. Or invite somebody to breakfast or lunch or dinner or a drink. Make it simple. But however, your main focus should always be the host first. So why? Obviously, your host loves the product. She doesn't mind entertaining. She could maybe use the extra money. Plus, she already has a show on your calendar. So that's the first person you should ask if they want to, join your team. So
I have a question.
Yes.
My host for my fundraiser tonight is highly intolerant to gluten. What if I offer the opportunity to her, but she can't do any parties that would involve gluten? Like, she can't even really touch it. But she loves the products. She's bought several things from me, and she's hosting a
She could be a virtual host, or she could be the consultant that teaches people. Or she could do station style, where she doesn't have to touch any of the food. Right?
Yeah.
There's always a way around it. But where there's a will, there's a way. So if she really wants to do a cooking party after she joins, she can either do a station style, she can do just a gluten-free style party. Maybe she has lots of friends that are gluten-free or knows somebody that's gluten-free that would want to host a party. Mm-hmm. But the station style works really well because then she doesn't even have to touch the food. And a lot of people, some people out there don't even cook at their parties. If you could imagine that. Or she can do like sips and dips. Like she could do a salsa and margaritas or something. So, yeah, there's lots of ways around it.
Okay.
Because you never know, it might change your life. But you don't know because you're talking about this whole gluten thing. I'm not saying
wine, cheese, and chocolate.
There you go, wine, cheese, and chocolate. But, you'll never know unless you ask, right?
Yeah.
To offer a meal that has gluten. Her menu can be whatever she wants it to be.
Yeah,
that's true.
She's her own consultant. She's her own, she could do whatever she wants. So last week we talked about host coaching a lot, or a few weeks ago we talked about host coaching a lot. But when you're host coaching, it's very important to invite your host to look over the information. And this should be referenced on every call or every text or whenever you're contacting her. So you could say something like this. If you join before the show, this show would become your grand opening party. And I will come and do the party expecting nothing in return, just helping you out with your business. I'm going to help you get the bookings on your calendar and hopefully help you get your first team member. Or you could say something like, would you rather host the show and get the free product and make the money, and I make the money, or you get the free product and you make the money? So there's a lot of different ways you can say this. So if you ask any director out there who on their team was a host first, I promise you half the people, they would tell you half of them were hosts first. So about half of them. So would you guys agree most of your new team members were probably a host before they joined your team? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Head shaking, yes. Good.
No for me, but
Okay. Have you ever asked your hosts to join your team?
yes.
Okay. Well, you just have to keep on asking and make it sound simple. And they will join. And that kit credit is huge. My host from last night is probably going to use her kit credit because she was looking at all the things in the kit. And I said, well, you can use your $50 of your free stuff towards your kit and get all of those products for $199. And she was like, yes. I mean, so sometimes you don't even have to make it about them wanting to start their own business, but it turns into that. So you just never know unless you ask. So if we don't get our way by signing the consultants up at the show, then it is a must that we set up an interview or an opportunity chat, which is what this is about. The interview needs to be done 24 to 48 hours after the party. So a lot of the times, if I'm at a party and somebody's interested in joining, I'll say, hey, can you do coffee tomorrow or the next day? And we could kind of meet up and talk about this a little bit more if they're kind of on the fence and they don't want to join right then and there. You know, set up that appointment. Say, hey, okay, I'll meet you at, where's the closest Starbucks to you? And I'll meet you there. It could be done in person or over the phone, but preferably in person because there's a lot that can happen when you're in person, obviously, than over the phone. On the phone, they're most likely distracted. If they're, if they have kids, they're normally, sometimes people call you while they're making dinner. I mean, it's just crazy. So sometimes when you meet together face to face, it can really alleviate some of those distractions, and it'll go a lot faster because they're not distracted. A key part of having a successful opportunity chat or interview with a possible recruit is to not throw up all over them with information, okay? A lot of times people talk them in and out and in and out and in and out of joining their team. You just have to get comfortable with the interview process and what you're doing, what you're saying and what you're doing with the interview process, and it will work. But if you're already doing something like this and it's working, don't change it. But I strongly suggest using these cards, okay? So is there anybody already using or has used the interview cards that I'm talking about? Is this brand new to everyone? Yes, okay, awesome. Okay, so
yes, I've never heard of the interview cards. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to hear them today. All right, so you're going to get a great visual of how to use the cards right now. And also you can work on this for your assignment for the week. But here are the cards. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take this off real quick. Eek. Here we go. And I'm going to show you the interview cards. They are on Consultants Corner. Here we go. They're on Consultants Corner under Training and Resources. Let me show you actually. They're under where everything else Director Bound is. So it's Consultants Corner, Training and Resources, Director Bound, and then Consultant Resources. And these are the digital interview cards. They used to be like these little cards that we could order, but now they're digitalized. Is that a word? I'm sure it is. Okay, so there's instructions on how to use it. You can do it. You could download them to your phone or your iPad, however you want to do it. So this is the first screen. It says Pampered Chef, life tastes great, grab a spoon. And then it says, tell me about yourself. So let's chat about your family. So Christy, do you mind doing this with me as a little, since I can see you?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So Christy, you're going to be my recruit interview person. I'm going to be the consultant, and you're interested in joining the team, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Christy, so why don't you tell me a little bit about your family?
I am a stay-at-home mom to one little boy who has a full-time schedule. So I need something to do.
Wait, what did you say? He likes the zoo?
No, I need something to do.
Oh,
He doesn't like the zoo too.
He said he likes the zoo.
No,
Awesome.
I do.
So you need something to do. Okay, so your occupation, stay-at-home mom. That's a busy, busy life and busy job. What about your interests? What do you like to do outside of, being a stay-at-home mom?
Well, I used to run.
Used
That's
to.
what I'm
Okay.
for.
Okay, what else?
Oh, that's tough. I have no life. He has been my life, so. Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to get people to kind of think outside of their everyday life, right? So, yeah, that's okay though. Running, your little boy's your life, that's great. But what if I told you, so your dreams right there, you see that picture, your dreams, what if I told you you could achieve anything you wanted in your life? Or if you decided to join my team, if you could achieve anything you wanted in your business, what would it be? What would you love to achieve with this business or in life in general? What's your big goal for life?
Of course, more money, but the freedom to do it at my own pace, my own, do it
Yeah.
when I want, because I am not a morning person.
Me neither, girl. Me neither. Okay, so awesome. So it sounds like, I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. So would you like to know more about Pampered Chef, or are you ready to just get started today?
I probably need a little bit more, and I need to talk it over with my husband.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the next slide. So which of these interests you? Pick one of those things on the screen.
Slides.
I'm sorry?
And all I see is the opportunity chat. Do you guys see slides?
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, hold on. New share. How about now? Hold on. How about now?
Which of these interests you? Yes, there we go.
Oh, sorry. Okay, look, these are the screens I was just doing. Okay, there we go. All right. Which of these interests you?
Money.
Money. Okay. So what if I told you, wait, where are you? Money. Okay, awesome. So let's get started. So money. So you can earn between 20 and 25% as a brand new consultant. And there's just so much more. Anything else?
Actually, all of them. The ease, the fun.
Yeah. So running your own business is super easy. We have a mobile app. It's just so simple. We could do virtual parties. You could do in-home parties. We have lots of fun. But normally they'll pick like a couple of these, and then you just tell them a little bit about them. And there is a whole entire outline that you could follow that go along with these slides. Okay, but it's easy to run a business. So you could start with a grand opening show. The hosts get great rewards that Pampered Chef pays for, so it's easy to book parties. It's simple to sell the products people love. There's a minimal investment, and you make money at your first party. So these are all of the slides that you can go to for each one. So this would be the fun. So we have free products, recognition and rewards, company vacations that are paid for, friendships, and when we work, it's a party. Your earning potential is endless. So obviously you could walk them through this graph right here. All right. And then what would you enjoy about setting your own hours? So being your own boss, flexibility, planning your business around your life, freedom to create the life that you want. Christy, it sounds like that is exactly what you want, right?
It is.
We're going in and out of this interview process, by the way. The support, national and regional training, online training center available 24/7. We have team trainings once a month. There's a toll-free consultant support center. And of course, you get me and the rest of our team. So why Pampered Chef? Everyone loves Pampered Chef. You can earn free products every season. We cover all the host rewards. There's no inventory to stock, and you can earn free business supplies with PC dollars. So it's really easy to get started. You could come to my next show on whatever date it would be tonight. We can schedule your grand opening party. You could come to our next team meeting. It's on December 5th. You can call in tomorrow for our a training call if you want. Let's order your kit. So then you talk about the kits. Okay, so that's when this screen comes up. The Ultimate Kit, it has over $1,000 of product for $249. And you always want to start with that one. Never start with the least amount to the highest, okay? Same thing when you're, well, it's a whole nother party. Okay, hold on. The deluxe kit, $650 for $159, or the starter kit for $450. And then it goes into all of, and when you download this into your iPad, it's actually interactive. So you can actually click back to it. But I'm just showing you in the slide format. So if you want to order your kit, it'll work. You just click on that. And welcome to Pampered Chef. That is it. Okay, so it walks you through the whole interview opportunity chat process. So what do you guys think about that? Pretty easy, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds
Do you guys
pretty
see-
easy.
I'm sorry?
I said sounds pretty easy. Sorry.
Awesome. Okay, do you guys see my screen now? The opportunity chat screen?
No.
No. Okay, hold on. Let me click the button. How about now?
Nope.
All right, awesome. Stop share. Let's do it one more time.
Was that the deep covered baker or the rectangular baker in the ultimate kit?
It's probably,
You there?
I don't know. Hold on, let's look.
You said an ultimate kit?
Yes.
You don't get a deep cover baker. You get a rock crop.
I think it's the,
I thought it was the deep covered baker, but when you just pulled it up there, it didn't look like it.
No, I
that's
think it's the
small
rectangular.
yeah, the small rectangular baker.
Thank you. It
You're
starts with
welcome.
small, not R. S, not R. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let me go back to my thing here. Okay, can you guys see my screen now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's how the interview cards work. In closing, you could say, my hopes is that you guys have the interviewer understand that, it is very simple. Don't make it too complicated. Don't give them tons of information that they don't care about. If they don't want to know about the jewelry, don't tell them about the jewelry. Ask them questions or ask them to ask you questions, and then just listen. When you answer them, they'll just start talking. Okay, so my hopes is that each of you have come to understand the connection and importance of informing, inviting, and interviewing. So none of them work by themselves. You must practice how to become a great interviewer. And always remember that if you have the will, you can always develop the skill. So if you really want this to work, you can always develop the skill by just practicing, okay? So you guys, that is it for call number 5. So these are the action steps to take. Continue to do your 24-hour calls with the goal of calling every host and asking them if they want to join your team. Practice the opportunity chat cards. Post on Facebook and say, hey, I need 5 friends this week to do coffee with. I have something I need to practice for my business. Anyone interested? And just take them out for a cup of coffee. You never know. You might get 5 new team members. So you can do the interview. It says here for 3, but I said 5, so overachiever. You could do 3 to 5. Observe a live interview. So if you want, we can all meet up together, or the next time I have an interview, you can come with me. Or if you have somebody, I can come with you. Make your 15 contacts this week outside of the party. Remember, that is always going to continually grow your business. And then the last one is listen to the recorded call on Consultants Corner, make it a growing team with Julie Aldridge and Susan Warshay. It's on Consultants Corner, training and resources, director bound, and then consultant resources. So here's an inspirational quote for you. Learn how to handle rejection, work hard, and function outside of your comfort zone. Success will be yours. So what you can be is a great recruiter. It is hard work and takes time, but if you are willing to work at this, you will definitely get the results that you are looking for. So does anybody have any questions? No? What'd you guys think? I'm getting thumbs up. That's a good sign. I told you this week was a little bit shorter than the other weeks. Anybody going to try the recruiting cards?
You said you could download them?
I
Yes.
actually have these.
Yes,
Those.
those are the old school ones.
Yeah.
Adrian, yeah, those are really fun though. But there is a new digital version.
Yeah. I've
And they're a little
downloaded
bit
that too.
Yeah, they're a little more updated. So yeah, I totally suggest you guys go to training and resources, director bound, and then consultant resources for call number 5, and you'll see them right there. And then I'm also going to share this recording, and I will share all the documents for this PowerPoint. You can go back and check it out. And you can also, I have the digital cards in there as well. Okay? Adrian, you look like you had a question.
I do, but it's not about the recruiting stuff.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.